His Holiness Maharanyam Sri Sri Muralidhara Swamiji, by the Parama Kripa of Madhuri Sati Sameda, Premikavarada Thakurji, by the grace of Ponnu Guruvayappan, by the grace of Sri Ramachandra Prabhu, we are very fortunate to learn Sundara Kanda. We are doing a Seetā Mata replying back to Ravana and all the Rākshasis when they force her to accept Ravana as as husband, and how Seetā Mata is replying to the Rākshasi. That is this chapter, and we know this chapter. Seetā Mata tells about the 8 Pativrata women, and so we thought we will see some of their charitra. So this chapter is very important for us. Moreover, we are studying classes throughout the week. So how to connect all this every week we are learning new things. By Gurunatha grace, we have chance to again and again come to Satsanga. So in the Monday class, we are learning Bhagavatam. We saw the Varnashrama Dharma, and here the Prahlada is telling here Varnashrama Dharma, what is the goal of all the ashrama. Adila we studied important shloka. Number 58 is very important for us. So we are going to again study that, and then we are going to see the Shloka of Prahlada that I told yesterday's class. And then today's story, we are going to connect all these together. So let us begin first today's chapter number 24. We already saw some shlokas. So Janaki Kanda Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama Hanumat Bhagavan Ki Jai. Mandapure Site Sarvabhuta Manorame Maharha Shainopede Navasam Anumanyase Manushi Manushasaiva Bhagyatvam Bahumanyase Pratyahara Manoramade Naivam Jatu Bhavishyadi Trailokyavasu Bhuktaram Rāvaṇam Rākshaseśvaram Bhaktaram Upasangamya Viharasva yathā sukham Manushi Manusham tam tu Rāmam ichhasi shobhane Rājyāt Brashtama Siddhārtam Viklavantam Anindite. Now Shrutva Seetā Patvanibhekshana, the Rākshasi is telling, oh good lady Seetā, you should accept Ravana and enjoy. Netrabhyam, Seetā Mata is crying, Netrabhyam Ashrupurnabhyam idam vachanam abravit. She is telling now, with tears in her eyes, Yadidam loka vidvishtam udaharada sangataha Naitan manasi vakyam me kilbisham pratitishthati. Na manushi rakshasasya bharya bhavitum arhadi Kāmam kādatamam sarva na karishyami vo vachaha. Dino va rajyahino va yo me bhakta same guruhu tam nityam anuraktasmi tata suryam suvarchala. Again telling Rākshasi nam chashutva Seetā patvanibhekshana, the lotus side Seetā. See how with every shloka they give something with the eyes, something about the rupa. The word and the form, they go together for us to, as we are reading, as we are chanting, sometimes the rupa has to start coming. After we are doing Parayana for 12 years, the rupa of Bhagavan has to start coming in our mind, and the mind has to become more and more pakvam, more and more spiritually mature. So that is why you have to pay attention why they give the word. Suddenly if you tell me Shobhaji, can I read? Oh, Shobhaji who wearing white sari with red blouse, can I read? You wouldn't say like that. So if we get into the habit, oh Bhuna Mami who is a school teacher, can you please read, right? So every time for the person we are adding Guna of the person or the appearance person, like that, right? Like that for our scripture, that's how they teach us. With the word, there is also the form or the guna. So this is the reason why Prahlada says, I am always doing the Leela Katha of Bhagavan, hearing and doing kirtan. guna vipramukto. Right? So I'll come to that shloka one more time, but to understand, this is why our scripture teach like this. Rākshasinam Seetā replied Cholale. Seetā, the one with lotus eyes. Or Seetā, the one who is pativrata. Or Seetā, who's always pure. Like that. The Lakshmi, who is the goddess of fortune. So for everyone, they add. So we get little bit think about, no? Our smarana. So for us, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho, Smaranam, to get smarana of what we are doing again and again is the purpose of this today. So many times our Guruji will make them do anukaranam. As they're chanting Bhagavatam, Krishna Leela, they will actually enact it out. Manabhojana Leela. So they will do enaction. So that we also get to get smarana more. So as we are seeing here, Seetā Mata is telling Atmani Vikshana Netravyam Ashupurnavyam idam vachanam abravit yadidam loka vidvishtam udaharda sangatama naitan manasi vakyam me kilbisham pratitishtadi. All of you are together giving me cheap and sinful advice, and even for a moment I am not going to entertain it. Na manushi rakshasasya bharya bhavitum arhadi kamam kadatamam sarvana karishyami vo vachaha. I'm a human being. I will never accept a rakshasa. You can go eat me all you want. I will not listen. Then Dinova Rajyahinova Yome Bharta Same Guru. Even if my husband for the time being is weak and without any property and lost everything, he is still my husband. He is still my everything. My Gurunadar, my husband. Tam nityam anuraktasmi yatha. Then she says, yatha suryam suvarchala. I shall always be faithful to him like Suvarchala and Surya. I have to find their story. I do not know much. But let us take the other two. Yada Ṭaci Mahabhaga Shakram Samupatishtati. Many places Indra is mentioned as high status in Ramayana. So Indra and his wife are mentioned several times. So here Yatha Ṭaci Mahabhaga, the most fortunate one, Mahabhagyavati, and then Ṭaci, the wife of Indra, she is always loyal and faithful to him. Like that I am. Seetā Mata taking her example. Then Arundhati Vasishṭam cha. Arundhati and Vasishṭha story. How they are the classic example. Then Rohini Shashinam yada Lopamudra yada Agastyam Sukanya Chavanam yada Savitri Satyavandam cha Kapilam Srimati yada Saudasam Adayantiva Keshini Sadaram yada Naishadam Namayantiva Bhaimi Pati Manovrada Tadaham Ikshvakuvaram Ramam Pati Manovrada. So we'll just see the first three, the Ṭaci Mahabhaga, Arundhati, Vasishṭha. So, and then let us see the story of our dear Saraswati Mata. Do Bhidyukta Chaturbhispadigamanimayim Akshamalam Dadhanam Astenaikena Patmam Sitamapi cha Shukam Pustakam Chaparena Vasa Kundendu Shangaspadigamaniniva Vasamana Samana Shame Vagdevadeyam Nivasadu Vadane Sarvada Suprasanna. We're always bowing down to Mother Saraswati before we begin in the Dhyana Shloka. In Bhagavatam also, Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire. Saraswati Mata. In Narayanam also, we remember Saraswati Mata. So, Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarubhini Vidyāramam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatumi Sada. So, Saraswati Mata is connecting all these shlokas for us today, because this shloka, everybody can remember this or read again and again. Bhagavatam class we studied shloka number 7th canto, 15th chapter, shloka 58. ābādhito ābhāso ābādhito ābhāso ābādhito ābhāso yathā vastutayā smṛtaḥ durghaṭatvād aindriyakaṁ tadvad artha-vikalpitam. So here we are saying ābādhito. Ābādhito na reflection done. So if a sun is shining in the sky and there is a pond downstairs and there is a reflection of the sun, the reflection is not the real thing, right? Reflection is not the real thing. However, the reflection cannot be there without the real thing, right? So both have to be there, right? So you cannot reject our reflection. Nahi hai. So Maya irukku. Cannot say it's not there. But because Bhagavan is there, it is there. Without the real sun, there is no reflection. And but the reflection is only as though, because if the sun moves, reflection is gone. We are only that much. We are all just reflection of the real. So, but yet in the Janma we get too much important to ourselves and then beat our head and get pressured for many things, and then at the end we'll realize, it was only a dream. So the reflection is only as though ābhāsam, superimposed, but it is there. So ābādhito ābhāso yathā vastutayā smṛtaḥ durghaṭatvād aindriyakaṁ tadvad artha-vikalpitam illi solla mudiyum. Cannot reject it by speculation or words. So some people will say Maya, Mithya, whatever it is there. When I'm here, it is there, right? So for us to realize, I am only a reflection, I am only that much. I should not put too much importance to myself. So the humility will come. We have to read the story, we have to read the katha and Bhagavatam with humility, to chant the Mahamantra, telling, you gave me this chance, Krishna, otherwise where I was leading my life, as a worldly person, and where you have brought me. So to bring that humility, that shloka is very important. Okay, it's only a reflection. It's there here now for the time being. Then dream Mari vanish. In this, I am trying to do all this. But the I, next Janma, it will do another thing. Then it will accumulate. That is all it is. So, how do you again and again, do smarana and remember it and make it an imprint in your mind? The mind and body, mind and word have to work in sync. Our Saraswati Mata is the wife of Brahmaji. Brahmaji also has another wife, Savita. So Saraswati Mata denotes the speech. Savita Mata denotes the mind, thought. Brahmaji has both. Saraswati Mata is the elder one, Savita Mata is the younger one. And one time, both of them had a little bit of competition, like who is bigger. This is this root of all, conflict starts with big or small. I am better, you are less. That comparison, everybody good in their way. The same Brahman in everyone. Everybody good in their way. No need to think high, low. There is no high, there is no low. So, at the moment this feeling came, Saraswati Mata is asking, both of them go to Brahmaji and ask, who is better? Mind is giving the thought, but the thought have to be spoken. So, but if the thought is not there, what will it speak, right? So, thought vename. So, thought then important. Brahmaji says, thought is superior. Saraswati Mata got upset. So, she left. She left and became a river form. And she started flowing everywhere. as rivers. Sometimes she would be above the ground, sometimes she would be under the ground. Sometimes she would be very flowing very rapidly with strong current and cause damage. Sometimes she would be normal. Many times the rishis were able to get so much tapas shakti because they were in the banks of Saraswati. Or Vyasacharya also was doing tapas. In Bhagavatam we see the shloka in the bank of Saraswati when Narada came and gave Upadesha to do write the Bhagavatam. Many rishi got impressed by the spiritual shakti they are getting. So they would go near the river Saraswati and earn spiritual tapas, merit. So like this, Saraswati Mata became a river. She left Brahmaji. Brahmaji, spoke to Narayana, and then Brahmaji one time wanted to do big Ashwamedha Yaga. And Ashwamedha Yaga pandrathu, he has to have his wife nearby. But Saraswati Mata is refusing. He goes and speaks to Saraswati again. Please don't be upset. Please come back. So Saraswati Mata, she is refusing. Then Brahmaji went ahead and did the yaga anyway, and with his other wife Savitri. Saraswati Mata became very angry, and she is coming, and in the place where the yaga is happening, she is coming as a strong river and trying to drown everyone. At the time, as she is flowing so strongly, Narayana appears in front of her and blocks her. Every prachane only Narayana can resolve. So our Ponnu Guruvayurappan is there as the leader for all this. He is the top. So our Guruvayurappan came and stopping, and then Saraswati Mata realized that she lost all her power, and then she became humble and weak and apologized, and then she says, see, this is my situation. I am the power of speech, and I am without speaking. Who can experience what the mind is thinking? Brahmaji, when Saraswati Mata left, mind was so flooded, but he could not say anything. He became inward person and became quiet because the words are not coming. Saraswati Mata has left. So Saraswati Mata is asking Narayana, is it fair for me that my husband says only mind and she is superior than me? So Narayana is advising her, you should not be angry with Savita. You should see her as your sister and try to resolve this with true love and understanding. Any relationship will only thrive with true love and understanding. Anger or hatred or resentment will only damage it further. So, if you love Savita as your sister, Brahmaji will love you more, and then he will respect you even more for that. But Narayana, moment Guruvayurappan appeared and talked. Yes, of course. See, the moment we want Krishna's attention, that's why we are doing all this. Moment he comes, yes, he will have us at hello. No, in one movie it is coming. The man is trying to convince the lady that I love you, I do this, I do that. Or she said, you had me at hello. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to say anything. You have me. Like that, the moment Narayana given darshan, Saraswati Mata is, like different level. So pleased and happy. She said yes. And then she goes back, and Narayana has made her understand the mind and the word and the body have to work in sync. This is what we have to do. This is with the lesson. The mind, we are always saying, Kayena vacha manasendriyeva Adhyathma va prakriti svabhavat karomi yadyat sagalam parasmai narayanaayedi samarpayami. Yeah. So Saraswati Mata understood, and she goes back to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji is very happy when with all three of them. Savita Mata is the thought Shakti, Saraswati Mata is the Vak Shakti, Brahmaji is the Sharira body Shakti. And moon verma Sinka work pandratha in the creation, prosper. Saraswati Mata is very important. She is the goddess of art and education. Many times education is superior to wealth. If a wealthy man has no education, after nobody will respect him for a long time. He will understand the Kokula has a, but if a person has buddhi, he will be respected anywhere. So அந்த தத்துவத்தில் சரஸ்வதி தேவியோட எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லி the mind and the speech have to be in sync சொல்லி Prahlada is teaching. Okay, that is yesterday we studied this shloka. So yam priyasya sukritaha paradevatayaha leela kataha tava nrisimha pirincha gitaha anjasti dharmi anugrinan gunavipramuktō durghaṭatvād padayugalaya hamsa sanga. We are doing katha. Prahlada is telling, Narasimha Swami is sitting in front of him. Prahlada is telling, with your satsang, with your devotees, I shall live as per the teaching of Brahmaji. Brahmaji is always narrating katha and hearing Bhagavad Guna like that. I will also hear Leela Kathaha Tava Virincha Tava Nrisimha Virincha Gita. Brahmaji is the example. He is the one teaching all of us. He gave the Puranas, he gave the Vedas, he gave the Itihasas. So he is the source. So as per that, reading all that, also with Anjasti Dharmi Anugrinan Gunavipramuktō. Very important now. This, because we have been chanting for 10 years, we should start thinking next level. So, Gunavipramuktō na ennadu? Without having raga dvesha, without having anger, resentment, jealousy, comparison, like the story of Saraswati Mata, right? So, idhukku another example Baba Maharaj gave. So, see how beautiful it is for us to remember this. Yeah, Bhagavan Anugraham. So here, when we get the association of saint only, this different way of bhava will come. Bhava da Narayana. Narayana Angarkar, Ramons is telling, he's in the book or he is in the in the picture, but he is in our bhava. The bhava shuddhi adeya Narayana ulla irukar. So here Anjasti Dharmi Guna Vipramuktō. The guna irukke, for us all the three guna, Sattva, Raja, Tamo guna means they are all rooted in our ego. So the ego katkudan on the first shloka, ābhāso, the reflection. We are all just reflection of the divine. We do not have a independent existence apart from the divine. இது அடி அடின்னு அடிச்சு சொல்லிக்குங்கோ, நான் எனக்கு சொல்லிக்கிறேன். Okay, கச்சடா. Okay, we are only reflection. Apart from Guruvayurappan, I do not exist. He is the source, speaking of Krishna, by Krishna, for Krishna. Everything Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Right? First shloka to get that. Second shloka, how to get that? Anjasti Dharmi Guna. In the shloka also you read again. Somebody send me all these 3 shloka after class today and you please review again and again. Okay. So Anjasti Dharmi, this is 7.9.18. 18 shloka of victory. Okay. You're going to get it by this shloka. So Anjasti Dharmi Anugunan Guna Vipramuktō. Guna Vipramuktō. Idhukku or example Baba Maharaj has given, where Baba Maharaj, young saint, came from running away from Allahabad, and some calling came and ran to Barsana, and is just spending in the dham vas, just living in the dham with respect is as good as attaining Krishna immediately. So like that is living. If I get food, I eat. If I don't, I don't. I will always do bhajan 24/7, like that he is living. So now he became a official sadhu type life. And then as he's starting telling katha, more people get interested. And then he's going in the public now. The public is pulling him. And so he's become a little more, everybody knows and want to hear. But then there'll also be another group who will be jealous. So one sadhu was always Chidtata, Baba Maharaj, always trying to provoke him. We'll have people like that in life, right? So always trying to provoke him and taunt him. Baba Maharaj, that person would make me uncomfortable with telling in pravachan. So one time Baba Maharaj is doing some seva in the after Katha and Bhartan Manjday, he's washing dishes and something. Then this person came, Baba Maharaj, today I'm going to give you back. I'm going to give you proper reply today. Like this, Baba Maharaj has a very angry feeling. And in that same place, suddenly, his guru appeared. His Guru Harishchandraji Maharaj, he says, Unka बहुत कृपा है मेरी in my life, Baba Maharaj. His Guru has come. And Guru saw him with that face. With the face of, today I'm going to get that red eyes with the angry look face. And then Guru told Priya, Patuta, Guru to hide Banamudima, can I hide something with the Gurunadar? So Baba Maharaj embarrassed. So Guru asking what happened, why this face? So Guru is telling I was having a little bit of confrontation with one sadhu. Apo Guru is telling Bhagavad Gita Shloka. And the Shloka that I told yesterday, if you see Vidya Vinaya Sampanni, Brahmane Gavi Hastini, Shunichena, Shunischaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Okay? Then this Shloka is Guru is telling, Vihaiva Tairjita Sargo. Tairjita Sargo. How to win this samskara? Yesham Samye Sthitham Manaha. Nirdosham hi samam brahma tasma brahmanite sthitaha. Seeing everything as samadrishti, you will easily conquer this samsara. Guru is telling that shloka. So for you and I, seeing everyone as Bhagavan's reflection. Everyone as Bhagavan's reflection, right? How can you say bad or good? Bhagavan is doing, his will is running the whole show. We are just doing our part, little bit here and there, and he will be gone very soon. Adnala, Prahlada is telling, I attained spiritual maturity very fast because I understand Guna Vipramukto without having Raga, Dvesha, like I hate this or I like this, without having the Dvandva, without having myself in the first for everything. I live with the Samadarshanam, then I am able to easily durghaṭatvād pada yugalaya hamsa sangaha. The samstara is dustaram. It's not easy to cross. Even Saubari Maharishi fell. Even Jadabarada fell. So many Vishwamitra, tapas after tapas, after then only attained the exalted state. It's not so easy. So, how does Prahlada is telling? I will cross easily by samadrishti, by seeing everything as Bhagavan's reflection, by seeing everything as, Guru Arpan's Leela, his will is operating. In the Drishtila, Saraswati Deviyoda, the humility, Saraswati Devi Kadaye Kadakkadu. We hear many things about, probably because the scriptures we are studying, Rigvedala Saraswati Yoda Kadavaradam. But many times we do not see any appear quiet type. She's so humble and quiet that even her stories are not coming much. That is our Saraswati Mata. So by her grace only we are doing all this, and then we are learning humility from her. She's the very source of knowledge and art, holding the veena in her hand That Saraswati Mata is only making Valmiki ji right, who was instrumental in turning the mind of Manthara and Kaikeyi. Saraswati Mata. She was the one who gave the thought to Manthara. Manthara came to Kaikeyi and spoiled the whole plan, and then this is Ramayanam. Head operator. Nobody knows. No mention in Valmiki Ramayana coming in Adhyathma Ramayana. ஸோ அந்த சரஸ்வதி மாதாக்கு இன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் பிரணாமம் பண்ணுறோம். ஏன்னா இந்த ஸ்லோகா எல்லாம் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி கொடுத்தா குருவாயூரப்பன். அவர் எல்லாத்தையும் இஸ் கம்மிங் அண்ட் ரிசால்விங் ப்ராப்ளம். ஸோ சீதா மாதா இஸ் டெல்லிங் யதா சசி மகாபாகா. அப்போ சச்சி தேவி என்ன பண்ணினா? இந்திராஸ் வைஃப். ஷீ இஸ் இந்திராஸ் wife. Indra is the high exalted position. Indra means big deal in Ramayana. All the devatas are under him. Surya Bhagavan, Chandra Bhagavan, Agni Bhagavan, Varuna Bhagavan, Vayu Bhagavan, Saptarishi Mandala ella under Indra. And the Indra has exalted position Guruvayappan has given him. When he attacked Guru's son, Vishwarupa, he killed, and then he killed Vritrasura. Indra has to suffer. So Indra became a frog and went to the Manasa lake and did not come back for a long time. Sachi Devi is the wife, is left in heaven, and then she is still praying daily and Pativrata, waiting for her husband to come back. She goes and pleads with him, but he refuses. So she is still living, like a chaste wife. She is leading her life. Appo Nahusha has been given the status to be Indra now. So Nahusha he's very he earned high spiritual merit, and so he's become the Indra. So he's doing many yagas. He's very spiritually elevated. He's learned. He's wise, but he's also lustful. So he's thinking, became very, very arrogant, and he says everything is mine, even Indra's wife is mine. So he starts making move at her. Sachi Devi is like suffering like our Seetā Mata here, and so she's telling not accepting, and then she quietly prays to Brahmaji. Ella prayer la da solve aagudhu. See, every time you see our story, prayer la solve. So prayer pandratha Brahmaji tells her, don't worry, instead of Nahusha, you go into Nahusha's place, let Nahusha come here. So Sachi tells Nahusha, you can come to my apartment next time. So Nahusha, with full pride, is going on a palanquin. Suddenly, one in the middle of the night, he got the feeling to go to Sachi. So he calls all the sevaks, but they are all sleeping. Nobody is there to take him. So he calls the Saptarishis to lift his palanquin and take him to Sachi right now. And all the rishis are coming and they are lifting the palanquin. One of the rishis is also Agastya Muni. Agastya Muni is very short person. He cannot lift in the same level as the others. So he has to take on both hands and then put his hand above his head and lift. So little bit he is walking slow. So Nahusha is sitting in the palanquin and got angry. He says, Sarpa, 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 go fast, go fast, go fast. And Agastya Muni, his anger is provoked. He says, shouting, Sarpa, Sarpa, you become Sarpa. So Nahusha immediately lost everything and became a snake. And then again our Sachi Mata leads to Indra and he comes back. So Pativrata or tapas touch பண்ண முடியாது. Even gods are doing pranam to Pativrata. So that was why Seetā Mata giving the story of Sachi. Yatā Sachi Mahabhaga Shakram Samupatishthati Arundhati Vasishṭham cha. Arundhati Vasishṭha also another beautiful story. Arundhati is the wife of Vasishṭha, the guru of Ramachandra Prabhu, Ikshvaku Vamshatriya Guru Arka Vasishṭha. Vasishṭha is a son of Brahmaji himself, and Arundhati is the daughter of Devahuti, Kadamba Prajapati, and Devahuti, who studied Kapila Avatara, our daughter. So, highly evolved, okay, at a level, as the level of a mother, Arundhati. And Vasishṭha Muni, one time he was born as, Medaditi, and he was born, they all take many births, many avatara, repeated many times. They are born. So once Vasishṭha Muni was in another avatara, at that time Arundhati was also born as the daughter of Medaditi, Rishi, another Rishi at that time. And Medaditi's daughter was this girl, Arundhati. But he was not raising her with much, giving time for her. So she grew very naughty person without having any values. So one time Brahmaji came and told the Rishi, you are not raising your daughter correctly. You please take her to Savitri, Surya Bhagavan's wife, and you please train her by her. Have her get trained by her. So our Rishi Medaditi, our Pere, he takes Arundhati to that Savitri, the wife of Surya, Savita, the wife of Surya Bhagavan. So Anga Savitri. So Savita Devi is the Savita, Sandhya, Saraswati Vala sisters. They are all together in the having spiritual debate talks in the banks of the river. And at that time Brahma, Medaditi Rishi goes there and tells them to accept his daughter. They are very busy, they ignore that. Again the Rishi waits and for a long time. And then finally Savitri Devi comes and takes Arundhati with her. And then under their training, under all three, Savitri, Saraswati Mata and Sandhya Devi, under all three's care, our Arundhati Mata has grown. And so Arundhati is now highly, spiritually so potent for Shakti. But Shakti under next one, Vasishṭha marriage, who is the proper person, Brahmaji himself select Arundhati as the wife for Vasishṭha. Then they marry and they lead the life. Vasishṭha's status became so elevated, he was selected as the Ikshvaku Vamsha Kula Guru. Then Arundhati is loyally serving her husband. That's all they do. Pativrata Dharma, Stri Dharma. Bhagavan Narayana told Saraswati Mata Stri Dharma, and then told her you should be like a sister, treat her, the younger wife as a sister, and then you should earn your husband's love even more. So like that, here Arundhati is living like the loyal, chaste woman to her husband. Vasishṭha just taking care of this Vasishṭha husband, not. She is also equally living like that. So Vasishṭha, one time he wanted water for his rituals. So she goes to the banks of the Ganga and with her pot and want to take water. At the time Indra, Agni and Surya, three glorious Devata, come and test her. And they are trying to make passes at her. She says, I am devoted to my husband, don't disturb. And so she rejected, and then she started taking the water from the river. The Devas thought, okay, let us help you. Today let us make the water, let us fill the water for you. So she, as they try to fill her water pitcher, it's not getting full at all. No matter how many times they are filling, the water is not getting full. The pot could not be made full. They are wondering, what is this? We are trying to fill the thing. There's so much water, but it was struggle. Then Arundhati, by her tapas shakti, she just chants and waves her hand. The whole Ganga comes into her pot. Just like that, Ganga herself flows into her pot and humbled. They are humbled by her tapas shakti and they bless Arundhati and Vasishṭha. And then Arundhati is the star we see in the sky, the twin star. Vasishṭha and Arundhati, all the married women are shown this star by the priest, and they say to worship them as ideal couple and then have a life. So here, many times one star will be circling and, around the other star, rotating and doing pradakshina, right? Arundhati, Vasishṭha, it's not so. They both rotate in sync with each other. It shows in the married life, there is no high or low. Both people have to work together in sync and handle the domestic life that way. That is the example. So the two glorious stars, Vasishṭha and Arundhati irkane. Apo Seetā Mata made us remember this story also. Yada Shachi Mahabhaga Shakram Samupatishtadi Rohini cha, then Arundhati Vasishṭam cha Rohini Shashinam Yada. Idellam we'll need more time, we'll see another time. So let us continue the shloka. Arundhati Vasishṭam cha Rohini Shashinam Yada Lopamudraya Dagastyam Sukanya Chavanam Yada Savitri Satyavandam cha Kapilam Srimati Yatha Saudasam Adayantiva Keshini Sagaram Yadha Naishadam Damayantiva Bhaimipatim Anuvrada Inasa Nirvakyo Hanuman Shinshapadrume Sitam Santarjayantista Rākshasis Ashunotkapihi Tam Abhikramya Samrabdha Vepamanam Samantadah Brisham Samliluhur Diktan Pralamba Dashanachadam. So Seetāya vachanam shrutva Rākshasya krodhamurchitaha bharchayanti sma parushaihi vakyai Rāvaṇa chodita mana bhīmabhi Rākshasibhir varangana sa bāshpam apamarjanti shimshapam tamupagamade tatastam shimshapam Seetā Rākshasibhi samavada abhigamya vishalakshi tasto shoka paripluta tam krisham dīnavadanam mālinam varavasinim Bhatsayan chakride bhima Rākṣasyastha samantatah tatastu vinata Rāma Rākṣasi bhima darshana abravit kupita kara karala nirnatodari Dushtasmi bhadram te manushaste kruto vidihi mamavitu vachatpatyam bruvantya kuru maithili Rāvaṇam bhajavarthanam sarvarakkasam vikrantam rupavantam cha sureshamiva vasavam dakshinam tyāgashilam cha Sarvasya priyavadinam manusham kripanam ramam tyaktva Rāvaṇam ashraya Ambajavattaram vartaram sarvarakshasa vikrantam rupavandam cha sureshamiva vasavam dakshinam tyāgashilam cha sarvasya priyavadinam manusham kripanam Rama. Kripanam na base is very weak and miserable. Rama has nothing right now, so take Rāvaṇa. Manusham kripanam Rama tyaktva Rāvaṇam ashraya. That's a good place to stop. Divyangaraga Vaidehi Divya Abharana Bhushida Adya Prabhadilokanam Sarvesham Ishwari Bhava Shri Savarishwari. So we'll take that. Adya Prabhadi Lokanam Sarvesham Ishwari Bhava Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama Namat Bhagavan Ki Jai. In the Garga Samhita Vallam Pona, in the Saraswati, Peta Saraswati Devi, Peta Lakshmi Devi, Peta Parvati Devi, Peta Seetā, Rukmini, all of them bow down to Bhagavan Pita Ratrihi Sharadotpulla Mallikaha Viksharandum Manashakre Yogamaya Mupashitaha. The Radhiki Namaskar Manva. All these ladies, Appena Peta राधे 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 रटो रसना, राधे 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 रटो रसना, शोभा जगमगाए सूरत में जो उतना, शोभा जगमगाए सूरत में जो उतना, राधे 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 रट के देखो, राधे 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 रट के देखो, कन्हैया से प्रेम हो जाएगा तुमको, कन्हैया से प्रेम हो जाएगा तुमको, राधे 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 राधे। गोपिका जीवन स्मरणम, गोविंदा गोविंदा, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।